Hey, what's up guys? I'm just gonna show you some single legs. I think 3 single legs everyone should know. I think they're high percentage. They're ones I see in jiu-jitsu competitions. And with this, I'm gonna make some remarks about like good habits. One, just drop this foot back real quick, Michael. It is a bad habit if Michael grabs with his front hand, right? Now, it's just he's more easily susceptible to things I would want to do, like single legs, which is what this video is about. But like one of the most basic entries, and again, it's kind of incorrect for him to grab with his front hand if he's standing like that. That's what I've always been taught. If he goes to grab, I just bump it up and I step, and the single's right here. That's how you don't want to do it. This is his line of defense. So it's smarter to grab with your backhand like this and have this hand to protect. But very few jiu-jitsu dudes I run into know that, and they make mistakes all the time, right? So that's good fundamental wrestling. So you're not training a poor habit. I can have, I can either say this beforehand, or I can have Michael stand in a neutral stance here, right? And if he reaches out, I can kind of arc in. So that's just some details on the single, right? Go ahead and put that foot back forward for just the purpose here. Like we have a mirrored stance. He reaches with his front hand, I bump it, and I step in. This is how I'm gonna pick up the single. One of my favorite entries to go over, okay? Now you see how Michael's hopping around like that? That's one thing. I always want him doing that when I stand up on a single. Another thing, on some of these I was going over this with my students. Like I've got good connection in how I'm leaning on him. On techniques where I want to take him down with this, like a run the pipe. You saw his knee bent when I did that. So I'm putting downward pressure. One of my coaches, wrestler, would always say, when you do a run the pipe, it's like turning a screw, okay? Another idea is like leaning across his body, not just getting head on the hip, but getting here to where like, I've got good purchase on his body. Now, a round step will do this. That's what everybody in my life always called it, right? So I've got here, I want to step, I'm pushing him down, I'm leaning down on him, and I'm going to feed his leg between my legs. When this is the case, like I used to step back and do a calf crusher and stuff right here. Like right now when we're doing this, we're just doing this guard pass, right? Now I'm here into like a leg drag position. You gotta be careful getting over here. Michael can catch me with like a little inside heel hook technique to break over, okay? So run the pipe, but you gotta know it. You gotta know it. You cannot not know that single leg takedown and even do jiu-jitsu anymore. Like that has been a common takedown drill the whole time I've been training jiu-jitsu. Like I always remember it. So many people know it in jiu-jitsu. It's been popular for years. Okay, I'm just gonna get back in the single. Now, here, a lot of times Michael tries to take his leg out, right? If that's the case, fine. And 2, let's say I'm shooting on it, right? I clear it like that. As I'm coming up and he's doing the hop step, and he probably wants his leg out anyway, I just kind of slide it out. So when I've got him going this way, like that. Now look, one of my wrestling coaches, same guy I was telling you, likes to turn people like a screw. He's a heavyweight. He likes grabbing here and pulling down. For the same reason I'm saying like I like to lean on him. It makes downward pressure and weight come in, okay? So one thing I could do is I can press the knee, and I can do the same style footwork I did on the run the pipe here. I'm in this good position where I've already passed this guard, okay? The last option, my personal favorite, given my background in judo, okay, is that when I have this single and I clear it, we'll turn this way so we can face the camera. When I have this single and I clear it, what I'm gonna do is I grab in around his hip, right? And I'm gonna lift up with my hips, and I'm gonna foot sweep. Some people will just knock him over like this. I could just push him over, but he could just easily hop out of that too, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab here and here, I'm gonna step in, and I'm gonna lift up with my hip, right? Exactly. There, I got enough lift on it with just the hip. And you can do this without a leg technique, right? But then, so he doesn't like hop over, get athletic. You remember BJ Penn, right? Hopping out the single leg, right? I'm gonna add my foot in. I'm gonna get the hip lift and I'm gonna go And I don't strain my back when I do this, and I lower him effectively. There's been times where I've really lifted and put a lot of this and fell on him, but they were fine. I'm sure they'll be fine. Okay, so you clear it here. Was that a hard fall? Not too bad. I actually think this one's pretty safe, but he did get some air time. But that's, he's got to trust me and I got to trust him. Like, hey, you're going to do this to me in a second, right, Michael? And you're going to let me down like that, huh? Yeah? Right? And then we get to train tomorrow. Okay, so 3 high percentage singles. Run the pipe. We call it the knee press. You clear the leg on that one. Also, you clear the leg. You could do what a lot of people call the foot sweep, like a lift and dump. I've heard it called that. It's good stuff. All right. The 3 high percentage singles I think everybody should know that trains jiu-jitsu. Thank you.